Hi guys, so this is the app I was talking about. So as you can see, that's an app that lists the, let's say, the expenses of people, right? So when they purchase a product or any transaction they made on their credit cards, so it just creates, well, obviously the bank has to be enabled and the bank has to offer the exporting of data, right? So these are just data that are imported from a CSV file. So the app does not access any information from the account whatsoever other than records, right? So it's not that I'm accessing any customer's, let's say, bank or account or anything, but rather I'm just putting together once they input their files to the application, right? So this basically just allows them to search. So let's say, I don't know, let's say Coles, which is a supermarket here in Australia, right? So just focus and filters out the data, right? So that shows you here, Coles, I'm looking for Coles, and this is the filtering, right? And there's some other cool stuff that it does, which is, calculating automatically So you see I selected here the cells, right? What it does, it calculates, how much positive, which is, related to, let's say, whatever, the way I categorize the stuff. So as you can see, there's nothing really. Shows their credit card, right? But as you can see, this is just a record in the database. So it's basically managing their finances, but this does not connect to their bank account. And obviously, based on that, file, it creates some charts here to show, what is investment, what is income, needs, wants, sacred, whatever, right? So it just makes it easy for people to manage their finances by just importing the files into the app. So the app does not connect to the bank or anything, does not connect any data from the computer or from the account or anything. As you can see, this is the categories, right? So that's the categories, how you're going to organize your personal finances, right? So you split into different categories, right? So budgeting. So this is just I'm going to show you this. I'm not sure if this is working yet. It's working. So it's just, as you can see here, you see like how much you spend, or as you categorized your expenses, right? So it just shows you the data that I collected from the CSV. So the person comes and import the data. So let's show you. I'm going to show you here. So you see here, load bank records, right? So this is what it does. It looks for files, right? So let's say I try to import that file, and this is what shows me, okay? So this is, duplicate records, new records, and this is the credit card that I imported. So it allows you to work with multiple banks. But again, this does not access the bank information. As you can see here, subscription is the user subscription with your service, right? So there's nothing in here that connects to the customer's bank, right? So so what it does is basically allow people to categorize the expenses, but once you exported the expenses from your bank into a CSV file, right? And if I open that CSV file, I'm gonna show it to you. So if I go here, I'm just gonna go edit. So as you can see here, these are just a CSV file, right? And obviously what the app does is make it nice for you to see it and manage it and query it. So really I don't think there's any potential for fraud, and this does not connect to anything outside the computer, right? And obviously, it's used against your profile, your social profile. So this is my Gmail account, and I sign into it with this. So as you can see here, I can add comments. You see, I can add comments here. I add comments to the records, right? There's this thing which is the bot. So the bot, what it does is categorizes the expenses for you, right? So it looks for the uncategorized records and see the how much they match with the existing ones, right? With the previous one and existing ones, and just categorize them, right? So that's basically what it does. And then you categorize the thing and off you go, ready to make changes to the thing. So really, this is what the application is about. Again, does not capture any data from the bank. You does not have any interface with the bank. There's no code behind it. And I'm happy to even make it available so you guys can use it and play around with it. But yeah, that's the application basically. Okay, I hope this is clear now, and you consider the subscription of your service. Thank you.